Hi everyone, my name is Christopher Tung and I will be the host here today for the service and honor section of our virtual Club Rush. To start with, if you're not familiar with me, I'm the Executive Vice President here of Associate Students of Pasadena City College. I am the chair of all club councils, so I pretty much run the clubs and the organizations here on campus, but enough about me. Today it's about the clubs and we will start with our first club today, AGS, Alpha Gamma Sigma. So AGS, you can go ahead and kick us off here. What's your name and your position in the club?
Hi, my name is Laya Jabal Meli, and I'm the president of Alpha Gamma Sigma. And I technically organize everyone so that everything flows as is.
Okay, thank you for that. So what does AGS do and what's its purpose?
So Alpha Gamma Sigma, we are a California Community College Scholastic Honor Society. As a club, we strive to help support our members in their goals by encouraging achievement and community service volunteering, building social and professional networks, and providing the information and focus needed for success. By associating with AGS, you inherit an honor and focus needed for success. By associating with AGS, you inherit an honor and reputation maintained over nearly a century. So with your membership, colleges see your interest in beyond academics. They see your participation in fundraisers and your Grow AGS award amounts. And by your involvement, you learn and practice leadership and you better the community as a whole.
Awesome. That sounds great. So I know you explained that you're kind of an honor society, but I understand that you also do a lot of service. So what does your club do in terms of activities or service to the community? Can you be more specific?
We provide many volunteer opportunities. And since everything is online, it's going to be over Zoom now.
Okay.
We provide community service, also it's going to be over Zoom, and social events for members to better get to know each other, find friends with similar mindsets and goals. And that's it.
Okay, so that's kind of a good lead into kind of any events that you're planning to do for the fall or any programming that you have planned, especially with the new format. Do you have anything in mind or a timeline?
Yes, it's very exciting actually. We're co-hosting a business competition with Berkeley, also known as the College Elite Business Competition. This is open to all PCC students, but since we are co-hosting it, we will also be providing many workshops, which we're partnering with SBDC on that. And with these workshops, you can also gain much knowledge on how to compete, such as like providing a pitch, business idea, and you gain many hours for the AGS club as a whole. And then there is, this really helps this helps students. This college business plan can be very beneficial for all students because you don't need to be necessarily majoring in business to participate. So very good.
Okay, and if you can kind of wrap this up here, when does your club meet and what time does it meet?
Our club meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1. However, we'll be providing more information on that on our website as next week school begins.
Okay, sounds great. I kind of lied about that last thing there, but that's okay. Just so students know, if you can kind of give one statement or a 2-sentence response, why should students join your club?
We are a club of honor and sorry, I just blanked out right there. We are a club of honor and we very, very much prioritize everybody's goals and mindset in this club. So it's not no individual, it's a club as a whole and every member as a whole. So you will gain new friends, members for the club, and you'll be able to gain much volunteering services.
Awesome, thank you so much, AGS.
Of course.
So next up we have Jimmy from PCC Tzu Ching. So Jimmy, let me start off with this here. What's your name, your full name and your position in the club?
Yeah, I'm from Tzu Ching Club. Yeah.
And your position?
I'm the ICC representative of Tzu Ching Club.
Okay. And what is PCC Tzu Ching's purpose or their mission?
Our purpose is provide volunteer opportunities for the students and also contribute to community, and also can earn the volunteer hours and enhance your transfer application and add color. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I know you are more of like a volunteer and service organization. So can you maybe give some examples of some activities that you're doing as a club?
Yeah. We help teachers to do the PowerPoint and to organize the class, and also we participate in the students class virtual classroom.
Okay. And so with that said, when does your club meet, and is it planning on doing any programming for the fall virtually or online?
Every 2 weeks on Friday.
Every 2 weeks
Online.
on Friday? Okay.
Yeah, online.
And any events that you think you might have moving forward?
Maybe we'll continue on the same thing just last semester we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just continue to just to be volunteer of elementary school pupils and also participate in their virtual class.
Okay, all right. Awesome, Tzu Ching. Anything else you want to add about why students should join your club?
Yeah, because there are many cute child, you can meet cute faces, so you can join us. Yeah, also accumulate some volunteer experience.
Mhm.
That's all.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Jimmy. So next we will move on to Diaknos. So Diaknos, can you take us away with your name and your position in the club?
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm the president of the Diaknos Club.
So Diaknos, can you kind of go ahead and summarize for me your mission or your purpose as a group?
Yeah, so Diaknos itself in Greek means servant. And so we want to live up to our name and give back to the community and the people around us, especially during this time. And so, because like our purpose is because many people think they have to do something big to make a change. But I believe it's the small things that matter and adds up. So our purpose is not only to help you impact other people's lives, but understand and impact your own life in a positive way and know that you can make a difference.
Awesome, that sounds wonderful. So can you maybe give some concrete examples of maybe how you've been reaching out to the community and giving back?
So usually we're very hands-on. Like last semester, we would go to nursing homes, we'd make homeless packets and stuff like that. But since this semester it's virtual, we've come up with a bunch of other ideas, which I'll share in another question.
Okay, sounds great. So before we move into that question for students here, when does your club meet, and how often is it going to be meeting this semester?
So our first meeting is going to be September 2nd at 3 p.m.
Okay.
During that meeting, we're just going to meet up, get to know each other, and plan what day works for all of us. Because I know with all the online classes, and yeah.
Okay, and I know you've been eager to kind of express this, but any programming or any events that you want to have done in the fall?
Yes. So we've been doing a lot of research for virtual volunteer opportunities. So what we're going to do is we're going to send letters to cancer patients that are doing chemotherapy. We're going to send letters to senior citizens that have been quarantined all this time in their nursing homes. We're also going to be reaching out with to people that are struggling with food insecurities, and we're going to give them resources and stuff like that.
Okay, sounds like a wide net that you've cast there, and I think that's really great that you've reached out to all these organizations. So Diaknos, I think it's been said before, but students should probably join your club because they want to give back to your community. But is there any additional, am I wrong on that, or do you want to add anything on top of kind of a reason for being a part of your club?
Honestly, I see it more as a family because I want people to feel like they do have a place. And especially like during like this time that we each have a place in that we can all together come and share the same passion of helping others. Yeah.
All right, that's a very noble ambition that you have there. Thank you so much, Diaknos. So next club we have next is Circle K. So Circle K, if you can go ahead and start with your name and your position.
Hello. I have a thing to share, so if I could share my screen really
Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, it's just one slide, so you guys can kind of see some pictures I have at the top, and then some information. But to answer the first question, hi everyone. My name is Audrey, and I'm the president of Pasadena City College Circle K International.
Okay, and what is your position again? Can you repeat that?
Sorry, I'm the president at Pasadena.
President. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. So Circle K, I know it's kind of a big brand everywhere, but it's been branded differently. I know at my high school it was Key Club, but I never really got to know what the purpose of just, Kiwanis and Circle K and Key Club in general. So can you maybe elaborate on that?
Yeah, so Circle K International is a branch of the Kiwanis family. So if you know Key Club, Kiwans, you might have done it in high school, or maybe you know a Kiwanian, and that's for mostly adults. And for Circle K International in particular, we are the largest intercollegiate service club, and we focus on promoting three main tenets, and that's service, leadership, and fellowship. So we really focus on building up student leaders, giving them opportunities to grow and learn professionally, and then also give back to our communities through community service and volunteer opportunities. So yeah, you get to learn a lot of great skills that you can take later into life, into future experiences. You get to make some of the most amazing friends. I've made some of my best friends in this club, and you get to impact lives through the service that you're doing. And it's also really great for networking. Since it is an international club, we do get to interact with a lot of other schools around California, Nevada, and Hawaii. And so if you're looking to transfer in the future like I am, it's a really great club to kind of get to know people at other schools that you might be transferring to later, like Cal States and UCs. So yeah, that's kind of some of the basics of this club.
All right. Thank you for going ahead and talking about that. So now that is the what. So what is the why? So why do you think students should join Circle K? If you, I think it might have been said already, but if you can repeat it.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so I think you should really join Circle K because especially with us being at a community college, it might be hard to find student life that you can really like pour yourself into and enjoy. But this club has, like for me in particular, it's brought me so many like really great people into my life, really great experiences, and I want to like share that with everyone. And so I hope if you guys get involved, you guys can have opportunities to become student leaders. Like from things to being a club photographer to hosting a workshop to hosting a meeting. There's a lot of little things you can do, really big things you can do as a leader. And yeah, also giving back to the community. If you love community service, we've been doing a lot of things online lately since we have been moving to an online format. We've been advocating for really important social issues right now, like sending emails to our senators about social issues that we are really passionate about. We've been writing appreciation cards for essential workers and medical staff, and also like making literacy packets for underfunded schools. But yeah, if you love community service, if you love having a really tight-knit community, then I really suggest this club.
Okay, and I think you already answered this, but the activities that your club does. I see you have a couple of pictures up here on the slide, and thank you for creating a slide for that. If you can maybe go ahead and point out what some of these pictures are, and at the same time, maybe describe some of the activities that you're planning to do, that you've done in the past and that you're planning to do in the fall.
Yeah, so this is my wonderful club. All these pictures were just from last year, pretty much just in 2020 actually, before we went online. The picture on the far left is us at elections. So we do have elections to get our new officers. So that's all of us at the bottom is the current executive board, and then everyone who came to vote for us. We had a dance practice at a dance studio for I don't know what, but that's us taking a picture because we are friends outside of Circle K. We get to do like really fun stuff. I would have never gone to do a dance practice if it weren't for this club. We had a painting social for our spring club rush, which was a ton of fun. We went to a park and we all got to like paint on little canvases. And we also got to do some community service. That's us at a marathon, helping and asking people to sign petitions, and then us restoring a community center in Long Beach.
Awesome, thank you so much. And we can kind of round this out for us. When does your club meet and how often will it be meeting during the fall here?
Okay, so our first meeting will be September 1st, and that's going to be a Tuesday at 5 p.m. We do meet bi-weekly, so every other Tuesday at 5 p.m. we'll be meeting on Zoom. And if you want to be added to our email list, you can just contact me at p@pcccky.org, and it's going to be on the slide right there.
Okay, all right, thank you so much, Circle K.
Thank you.
You could go ahead and take off your screen share, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next club here. Thank you so much. So next we have OMD, last but not least. So OMD, thank you for coming. Great logo, by the way, in the background. So if you could go ahead and tell us your name and your position in the club.
Do I have a PowerPoint as well?
Yeah, go ahead. It's open to share, so whenever you're ready. Okay.
So can you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my name is Kelvin Chow, and I'm the president of Omicron Mu Delta. My main duties are just to preside over general meetings and just to assist other board members with their other duties that they might have.
Okay. So OMD, I know I've received a lot of information about how this has been a club that has been at PCC for a very long time. But if you can reiterate for students, like what's the club's name and purpose? I know that might have changed over time, so we can go ahead and describe that, yeah.
Yes, sure. So it's actually my next slide. So who we are. So our club's name is Omicron Mu Delta. We're actually the only student, staff, faculty, and honorary organization at Pasadena City College. And a fun fact is that we're actually the oldest organization on campus. Our organization was created actually in 1927 at what was then known as Pasadena Junior College. We were entitled the Order of Mast and Dagger before eventually we took on the name of the Lancers. And because the Greek letters were used on our member pins from the beginning of OMD, it just seemed appropriate for our organization to officially be named Omicron Mu Delta.
Okay, and if you go ahead and describe kind of the purpose of OMD, and I know it's an honor society, right? Am I wrong on that, or?
No, you're right on that. So our purpose is to to mainly recognize students with an attitude of giving, especially those who are dedicated, unselfishly volunteer, and just go above and beyond in the school and the community. And our organization is really seeking to improve our membership this semester in hopes of bringing new life into this historic organization. And our goal this year is just to be able to recognize as many students as we can who are deserving of the honor of an OMD membership on campus.
Okay, great. So what does your club do in terms of activities? I know this photo here is an example of one, but can you maybe describe a couple others as well?
Yeah, so we would normally attend just group volunteer gatherings if we were obviously still in person. In the past, like I mentioned, this photo demonstrates, we would usually volunteer with the LA Food Bank in collaboration with other clubs on campus, such as Chemistry Club. We've collaborated with AGS before, Veterans Club, United Without Boundaries, and we also are pretty well known for participating in the Spring Carnival. It happens every spring semester. And we're gonna be trying our best to get creative with our activities by finding opportunities for our members to do virtually due to the pandemic. But in the meantime, just at the moment, we're still in the early stages of trying to recruit more members before discussing our plans for the future. But we do plan on having members vote on certain activities, that they are, looking to do or want to do. And so that's where we're kind of at right now as an organization, because at the moment we just have the president, we have a stand-in VP and a treasurer and an ICC rep only. And so we're really trying to just be open to new members applying.
Okay. And are there any events specifically that you can kind of think of or that you're brainstorming that you want to do for fall?
We have not exactly discussed it yet because at the moment we are still trying to focus on, just really recruiting our members. Because at the moment, we plan on having our members apply, and our deadline would be we're setting a deadline around at the end of October, and so students have to go through a process of what's called a tapping ceremony. So during the fall semester, we're only gonna be we're only going to be focusing on recruiting members and evaluating members and just taking in members and then having the virtual banquet at the end of the year. So at the moment we're not exactly planning on having any kind of virtual activities.
Okay, so it sounds like you're kind of waiting on members and gathering new members in order to kind of push that direction. So with that said, if people want to go ahead and kind of chime in and want to go ahead and steer direction as club, when are your meetings and how often are you meeting for this semester?
Yeah, so we members, when they get accepted, they are required to attend meetings, and we're usually very flexible with the meetings. Members are required to attend meetings at least once a month, and like I mentioned earlier, like we likely won't be having any meetings because we will be focusing on recruiting and accepting new members. But at the same time, to become a member, students just have to first apply and then get voted into our organization by its current leaders. And I also wanted to mention, if I can, the member perks, kind of answering like probably your last question. We've, like I said, we've provided a list of some perks of becoming an OMD member, and some of which include like opportunities to apply to be a board member. We currently have plenty of board positions currently available. And we also have a really unique opportunity for members to audition for speaking at commencement starting next spring if we will be having one. And there's also scholarship opportunities for eligible members, certificates and membership pins once you're an official member. And we also award our members a graduation medallion if they're transferring the semester they are applying to the organization, and of course, volunteer and networking opportunities.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, OMD. I think that's I think I mentioned that was the last club for today. So thank you all for attending. Let me go ahead and conclude. Oh yeah, if you want to go ahead and contact OMD, there's their email address. And if you could stop sharing for a moment here, Kelvin. All right, thank you so much. So yeah, that pretty much concludes our social and honor section of our virtual club rush here. Thank you, students, for those of you who've watched, and I hope you go ahead and join these clubs.